episode 2. This week, Joystick Sports. We have an extra idiot this week, Rob. He's in the middle of the chain there with the monocle, looking extra sophisticated even though he's extra dumb. Mike now has a real setup. You can see that you're actually zoomed out from his face and not looking inside of his nose.
Mike's looking fresh.
Yeah, he's doing incredible. He has a goatee. That's huge. Bruce is live streaming Twitch, playing World of Warcraft, and doesn't know anything about the subjects. This should be an extra treat.
Hold on, guys. Real quick. Last Thursday was my
birthday.
Damn it. I had a birthday cake. It won't load, though. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. There you go. We're good.
All right. First subject that we might get to more than one.
Well, wait. What about Bruce's birthday? Anybody?
You?
Yeah. It was on Friday. MBB.
Oh, my God. This is 1 year closer to dying. That's all we can hope.
Well, insurance went down. You caught me
Thank you, Zach, for the sound effects.
That is not me. Don't even.
Rob.
How did you know it was me?
We know because we know Mike can't figure that out. Playing World of Warcraft. Okay, subject 1. Kudai Pai. Is that how you say his name?
I think it's PewDiePie. I think it's PewDiePie, but that's just me.
It's PewDiePie.
Okay, I was right. Releases a statement because he's Swedish and they release all their incomes. And he made $7.5 million last year. Lombardi, since I think you're probably the brokest, given you have 2 kids, what do you think about our boy screaming into a video and making $7.5 million last year?
I wish I knew what he did different.
We were talking about? Oh.
Because, I mean, I could just scream at a video for a while. I don't think I'd make $7 million.
We're not going to know if you don't try it. So you should just do it.
This is very, very true.
The first step was fixing your microphone.
Yeah, second step is...
Yeah, you guys can hear me now, so I can scream louder.
Second step is showing everybody how you shave your body completely bare.
I don't.
Yes, he does. For anyone, this is a problem. Now that we have Rob as a guest, is this going to go completely inside joke, so I'll do my best to explain after everyone. Mike shaves his body like Michael Phelps.
Every day.
Probably the most aerodynamic gamer in the
45-minute showers.
It's just a bath full of Nair and ammonia, and it just melts every imperfection off his body.
It's like those hoses. Sorry, we're getting off topic a little bit. But outside, you've got the hoses that you can put the Miracle Grow into. Mike does that in the shower head with Nair.
All right, Zach. I know you. Yeah. I think you and Bruce aren't fans of him. I know Bruce isn't. I'm not either.
I'm not.
No one Mike? What do you think, Zach? $7.5 million. That's a fuckload of money. That's the most out of anybody. That's like more than Jenna Marbles.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was thinking it wasn't that much, but you know, I guess it's all right.
That's just one person. Like I don't even understand. I was trying to make more like it doesn't show where it comes from. So I mean, he has his YouTube channel, but the cut isn't that huge there. So he's got to be like selling other shit.
It's got to be sponsors.
Yeah.
It's got to be sponsors and events.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Well, and on the bright side though, we did make 75 cents yesterday on the site.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
That's right.
It's only like 100,000 times more money, and we will be right there. Actually, no, it's like 1 million times. No, 10 million. 10 million times. 10 million times more ad views, and we will make 7.5 million in a year.
That's still good,
that's
though.
Not easy.
That's big
that's
stuff.
Not easy, though.
That's not bad. I mean, all of our followers are on the video right now.
I'll say, granted, yeah, probably 50 cents was me just opening up the website. But other than that.
All right, that topic was a fucking failure.
You didn't ask me, but okay.
I know, but you had your little Nair thing, so.
Okay, fair enough.
Next subject. This was from. Trying to load it up. This is from you, Zach. July is a good month to be an Xbox gamer, and we're doing this every month because every month Xbox is giving away a certain amount of games. I think it's 4 or 5, Zach. Unless
it's up to 4 now. So they're doing their 2-year anniversary of doing this. Games for Gold was in July. So July was the first month that they're going to be doing 4 games now instead of 3.
In case someone missed the block, can you just explain what it is, and then we'll give our reactions on the games themselves?
All right. All right.
Go.
Sorry. Say that again.
Don't worry, we'll edit this out. I have an expert intern who we taught how to use YouTube today. So I didn't know about. I know about this because I read the blog post. But in case someone's listening / watching, maybe there's one person who stumbled upon it. They don't know what Games with Gold is. Just give us like the 10-second pitch, and then we'll talk about the games that are coming out.
I mean, Games for Gold, it was pretty much distilled from PlayStation Plus giving away free games. Xbox was like, hey, we're going to give away some free games. So every month you get a selection of free games on the 360 and the Xbox One. I mean, that's about as quick of a description as you can get.
And this month from the post is Assassin's Creed Black Flag, not Black Flak. So Many Me, Plants vs. Zombies, and Gears of War 3.
Yep.
Bruce, any of those you think are interesting?
I mean, the problem with all of those games is, like, if you, like, care about any of those series, like, you already bought those games, right? Like, you've already played all those games. So, like, it's cool, but who cares? You know, that's my feeling.
Rob?
They're garbage. There's a reason they're given out for free. It's because nobody plays them anymore, and there's no rooms, and they're garbage.
Lombardi, you got to be excited about this.
Yeah, he has to be excited, like, because he wants to fill up his hard drive. That's the only thing it's good for, is filling up your fucking hard drive.
I'm kind of pissed because I actually bought Black Flag.
There goes his internet.
I was saying, you bought him from the $3 bin at GameStop.
Yeah, put some money into Time Warner Cable, you fucking idiot.
Instead of the free Xbox Gold games.
Is he legit?
He spent all of his money on the free Games for Gold. What the fuck?
Yeah. He thought he had to get an account for every game. He's literally frozen. This is great. This is exactly what he did, Rob, last week when I was explaining how bad he was at Halo. I was like, Mike, defend yourself. He's like, he froze.
That's because Kalen wasn't there to defend him.
True. Again, backstory. Mike had a crazy ex-girlfriend for a while. All right, so we don't care about Mike's. Mike bought Black Flag, so that's why he's upset. He could have waited to finish.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yep.
I just got his video feed. There he is.
Mike,
All right.
you gotta get normal people internet.
Dude, it's not my choice. It's the way the house is set up.
Move closer to the router. All right, Mike, you're just gonna be a pretty face now. So you bought Black Flags. You're upset because now it's free. Boo-hoo.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, there's a new
know.
Assassin's Creed
Alright.
game every 2.5 weeks. Why would you
Alright.
buy
I
it?
know.
But I
Because I
think that
bought it with the Xbox at the time.
Oh, okay.
That was a long time ago now, but
but I think there's a little bit more to be excited about just in terms of getting free games with a subscription that you're already paying for. I mean, Assassin's Creed, I get it. Rinse, wash, repeat. That's what I said in the post. I still mean it. Not that exciting. But the idea that they're giving you a AAA title for free is kind of cool. I think most importantly is Gears of War 3. I think strategically timed right after the beta, a successful beta at that. I mean, 120 years worth of matches were played in 8 days on that beta. So I think putting Gears of War 3 out right now gives a chance to people who never played the series to go back, grab the game for free, and I think it's going to amp up the release in August for the Gears of War 1 remake. That's just the way that I'm looking at it. That's exciting.
It's cool. It's got some cool titles coming out. I mean, it's not to say that I wouldn't download them, but like for competitive gamers, they're not interested in that. For people like Mike, who sometimes can't connect to the internet, maybe that's what he's looking for. I'm not. That's like not even a slight on Mike. I mean, it is, but it's not a big deal. But I'm saying like it's cool titles, but it doesn't do anything for the competitive gamer. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything for Dion. I know he's not going to play those. But like we play the new game for 3 weeks until the new one comes out, and then we play that one. So
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing I said last week, Zach, when we were talking about, like, you and I kind of, like, diverging on what we play. It's like, this is sweet if you're just, like, want to play, you like good titles, like, I get that. And it's, like, fun to play Gears of War 3, reminisce a little bit. I do think you're right that it's going to be huge to try to, like, you're going to have all these people who, like, never bought Gears of War, and they're, like, never saw it, and it's like, oh, you can download it for free. They play it for, 6 hours, kind of shoot the shit, and it's like, oh, in 3 months, 6 months, when the new one comes out, it's like top of mind. So I think it's super strategic. They're not doing this on accident. like both of these are like right before big launches of titles. But I'm the same way with you, Rob. It's like I don't play a game if I can't go online and play against other good players. So it's sort of like Gears of War 3 isn't going to do that for me. But I mean, if I was Xbox, someone is getting a raise off this idea and like picking these titles along with like the new releases that are coming out.
There is something to be said though for like the campaign games. Like those are the only ones that really have value coming out as free. Like releasing like a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for free isn't going to do anything. Oh, the campaign was pretty good on that, but you know what I mean. Like an online multiplayer, releasing that for free has no value because there's nobody playing it, and the people that are playing it are either glitching or they're 6-year-olds that their mom hasn't given enough allowance to buy new games yet.
So, Mike.
I mean, I like the idea because, like you guys said, sometimes I have internet problems or something. I don't always get on and play against other people. And for that, like, I would think about downloading, well, I would think about downloading, like, Gears of War 3 just to play for, like, a couple hours and then deleting. But the fact that I can do that for free this month or download it and just keep it off to the side and, kind of go on and play for half an hour every once in a while is cool. Especially because I don't pay for it now.
I think that's exactly the point. Like, we're not talking about 99 cents. We're not talking about $5. Like, it's a free fucking game. Like the Gears of War HD remake comes out in August. That's like it's a month away. So I think they're just giving the game for free. Even if you only play it for 6 hours, like it was free. Who cares?
This brings up an interesting point. Is like Nintendo doesn't do this.
Nintendo doesn't need to do this.
Yeah, but I think they are the ones who do the most because like they've literally.
No.
I feel like they make more money on selling the weird ass shit in the store than their games anyways. Give them to all the moms, give them to all the kids, sell some bullshit advertising. They probably make more money than the actual.
So keep in mind, Nintendo doesn't have third-party support with anything. Keep that in mind. Second of all, Nintendo games never need a price drop, let alone need to be given out for free. Like, Zach, like, did Mario Kart on DS ever drop the price?
No.
No. Did Mario DS ever drop in price? No.
Never.
Ever. And they don't need it. And those games still sold like 5 Christmases later.
Yeah, but you see like the margins, the financial results from Nintendo fucking suck lately.
But not from their first-party games. From fucking making the Wii U, that's a piece of shit.
But that's what I mean. Like they're literally had. And we're not talking Nintendo DS. It's like the latest consoles where they've like put all their money into. They need to just be like to every mom. Even though their son is like, you gotta get me Xbox. She's doing the math of like, fuck, I gotta buy these 6 games at $60 a piece. It's gonna be $1,000 to get this started. Where you just fucking blast it like crazy. Wii U, Wii whatever the fucking shit I wrote.
What I'm saying is, what do you give out then? Like, what games do you give away?
That's a good point. I mean, I don't know.
Because again, you're not going to give away the first-party stuff because they don't need to. The problem is that they don't have third-party support because their system's behind. That's their problem.
That's fair.
Like, they need to get rid of the Wii U.
You can see, like, every day I read a post for, like, something about Nintendo, just trying to hope that at some point I'll have, like, this epiphany of, like, oh, we've already talked about this, like, they're trying to fight too many battles. I don't want to go too far down it.
Yeah,
all right.
I was gonna say.
Cool, free video games, Xbox. This is why you should be on Xbox, not PlayStation. Subject number 3, PlayStation does it too, but I fucking hate PlayStation. Bruce, killer post about Jurassic Park and like the classic games, playing as a raptor, themed around like the new movie. Got me thinking like some of the best movie video game crossovers that have actually worked. First one to come to mind for me is Tomb Raider, like the original ones back on like PlayStation 2 that were sick. Want to get your thoughts on other like really cool like movies that have become video games or video games that have become movies. Anybody?
Hitman.
Oh. That was mine, damn it. That's the only one I really know.
Zach?
And that video game's awful, so that's not a good example.
It's not awful. It's just it takes a certain type of person.
Whoa.
Yes, you're patient. Crack.
It's the worst.
You're insane.
I would rather huff shaving cream than walk around in the same room trying to figure out what to do for 4 hours.
Just because you're awful at it doesn't mean it's bad. Like,
no, it's bad.
I'm going to find a YouTube video so we can do that.
Time out. So define bad. let's roll with this for a second. Define bad. What's bad about it?
It's because Rob's impatient. So the fact that you have to figure out what to do and you can't just run in and do it, he thinks it's bad.
I mean, I know strategy's not your strong suit. I get it. You know,
No.
I'm not trying to dog on you or anything, but it does take smarts to play it. So I get where you're coming from.
I mean, let's be honest. I don't really have a broad array of games that I play. It's pretty much first-person shooters, and I'm really good at them. And all the other games I get bored with. So I'm not saying I have an expert opinion. I'm just saying I think the game is terrible.
Okay. Next game, Zach. A game that you think movie, video game, good crossover.
I don't know. I think a pretty underrated title was X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah.
On the 360. That
So
game
good.
was super badass. The combat was awesome. It was awesome hand-to-hand combat, and you played as Wolverine. You just ripped people up, and it basically never got hard. You just ripped people to shreds. I thought it was an awesome game, and I just didn't. I don't think it got the attention that it deserved.
Bruce, anyone that you think is like a standout? I know you wrote about Jurassic Park, which I think is like the most classic. The Raptor shit. When you put that screenshot, I was like, oh my god, that was the greatest game ever.
So let me tell you about this little game with the Genesis called Toy Story. And in this game, you play as this pal.
I played that.
Oh,
Oh, your mouth is moving, but you're not making sounds.
Am I moving? Am I moving?
Now you are.
we should play a game where we fill in the words for him.
Yeah. You said
You know how much internet I'm using right now? Jesus.
So Toy Story? Is that the
Toy
end?
Story.
Okay. Toy Story.
You
Why
said
isn't
Toy
there, there's always been talks about like Halo movies. There's a couple on Netflix that like obviously were totally stupid. But I
No,
think
dude,
like,
those are decent. Those were halfway decent.
I mean,
It was like a
I
series.
hold
It wasn't a movie,
everything Halo to a much higher standard.
dude.
You can't just
That's
make
pretty
a
good.
Halo movie like the one that's like publicly available on
Have you
Netflix.
seen District 9?
Yeah, I mean that's sort of
That's the Halo movie. Like, no joke. That was going to be the Halo movie. And then Microsoft pulled out. And then they were like, well, we already have all this money.
that
Let's
movie
make a
sucked.
movie. What?
How about
No
Need
love.
for Speed?
Ooh.
That
Never
movie was
saw it.
terrible. That movie was
I
good.
feel well. No. The reason I say it is because I feel
Literally
like
the same.
the type of person who loved the game is the type of person who would love the movie.
No, I don't think people who like good games like bad movies. I don't think that's how that works.
Anyone else have anything notable before we switch to the next one?
Can I say a game that I want them to make a movie based after?
Yeah.
Splinter Cell.
They did
wanna
it.
see
linked to that for a while. That was supposed to happen.
To me, that's like the Bourne, all of the Bourne series.
No, dude,
I
it's
was
not
gonna say that they already did. It was called the Bourne Supremacy.
no,
but
that's not the same thing. Sam Fisher. No, that's not.
yeah,
the
you're
same.
right. They also tried to do it another time too. It was called Hitman, but you wouldn't know.
Yeah, but no, Hitman's not like cruise around in the vents. Like Hitman's like doing way more public stuff. I don't
I
think.
feel like Assassin's Creed could have been a movie series.
It is going to be.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
I think that Gears of War would make a good movie.
Yeah.
I think now you could. I think like 5 or 6 years ago probably wouldn't have been that great.
Yeah, I think cinematography's come a long way. You know, and the use of green screen. I think you could make a good sci-fi. It's kind of like what Aliens was trying to do. Back in the 80s.
I want them
but
to
now
make I want them to make a movie of Mike playing SWAT in Halo and just watch the floor. It'll be an interior design.
Hold on,
shit.
I just thought of one that we completely ignored.
Yeah.
Ow.
Batman.
That's a reverse though, right?
That's
That-
a,
well, it's a
that's an
whole.
aggressive topic.
I mean, so the only thing is that movie, that game is not directly correlating with a movie.
No,
That sort
it's
of
not.
is, that's
But
it's sort of its own take on like the comics and Batman's origin.
Character. I mean, there's been Spider-Man games, Superman games. It's like
Spider-Man 2 is dope.
So I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, the old Spider-Man games were actually pretty good.
yeah.
I remember
Bruce is on mute.
game
Bruce
on
is
the
on mute
Genesis
again.
was badass. Seriously, the
Yeah.
X game on the Genesis was amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
Special topic for me. Team USA. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Beats Japan 5-2. Zach, did you watch?
I didn't get to.
He didn't watch it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, the moon wasn't right, dude. He couldn't watch it.
Yeah, that's true. Fucking move. If you had, so let me give you the rundown.
I'm so good at inside jokes. It's
Last,
hilarious.
Don't.
last FIFA World Cup for women, Japan beat the U.S. in penalty kicks. A lot of drama around that year with the coaching. This
Could
year
women-
we come back.
Could
best
women
of-
vote when that happened?
What?
Could women vote when that happened?
Yes, this is 4 years ago.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
but could they vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they have enough income and they're white. What game is? So
Okay.
this year, the U.S. beat everybody. I mean, literally, there wasn't a goal on the U.S. in 4.5 games. Play Japan. We're pretty much even. In the first 16 minutes, the U.S. scored 3 goals, all by the same girl, who scored the quickest hat trick in World Cup history, and scored her third goal from literally half field, which will go down as one of the greatest goals in any international soccer game.
I don't understand how that can be considered one of the greatest as far as one of the greatest goals ever when that's totally on the goalie at that point.
Right, but it's,
Nah.
goalies do it all the time. It's the awareness from there, at a full run, to kick it all the way over the goalie. That's fucking hard from half field.
Rob, what
Well,
the hell
Rob,
are
it
you
all
talking
depends on
about?
who the away
What are
team
you
is.
talking about?
Do
Oh my god.
They have a smaller field.
No.
Jesus Christ, dude. Just stop talking. Can you mute him? Holy shit.
Anyways, huge game. I wrote a post about it was actually the most viewed soccer game in the U.S. So this game was viewed more than the last men's World Cup game.
Yep.
It was the largest soccer event. Super cool. Kind of trying to make this seem like it's about gaming based on the new FIFA, which is going to feature women's teams, which I think, although it's sort of a gimmick, because of all the shit that's going on with FIFA, they need to ruffle some feathers, do something more interesting.
We're
I
sorry.
think that this was so popular that for girls buying sports games, this actually makes a little bit of a difference.
No, I don't think so.
So you don't,
I don't think it's gonna
that
help.
more girls will buy FIFA because the women's team from the U.S. after everyone watched it.
No, dude, you're already selling to a super niche group of women that play video games in the first place. And if they're going to enjoy FIFA and they're going to play it, they're going to already buy it, whether or not there's a women's team on it. I understand that that's the idea, is that, maybe we could bring in a few people, but it's not going to happen. Having a women's
6.
team in FIFA is not going to... it's 6 people.
But I mean, if I look at myself, I've played soccer, but I'm not a huge fan. I'm much more NHL. But after the last World Cup, we made it really far. I got more into it. The last 2 where the U.S. contended. You start watching the games, you actually experience it, you get into it. I buy FIFA now, and I never bought it before.
Dude, honestly, this is going to sound stupid and crazy.
Of course.
Maybe, I think it might be a liability thing of just not getting sued, just putting the women in it, not getting sued. Seriously, think about it. Yeah,
You can't get sued for that.
Absolutely, you can. I bet you could.
I could see
Time
the
out.
public.
No, stop. What do you mean they would get? What do you mean they would get sued for it? What are you talking about?
For not having the ability to play as a woman in that game, that would be sexist.
You can't get sued for that.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
In the country that we live in, you can't get sued for that.
Yes.
No.
All right.
I think it's a deeper issue than that. There's been petitions and pleads for women to be included in the FIFA series for a handful of years now. They've been pleading for it. They just haven't gotten it yet. I wrote an article on the fact that I thought it was quite timely, a day after the compound was raided, that they're like, hey, women in the World Cup. So I think it was always planned for this FIFA, but I think that when they chose to announce it, it was more like a, hey, don't be mad. But at the same time, that was on EA's part, not on FIFA's part. FIFA just licenses EA to use the names that, FIFA doesn't make the game. EA does. And that was EA's way of being like, whoa, don't get us involved in this shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think time will tell. I think we see a significant uptick in sales to females.
Okay, I'll put $100 on this right now.
Well, what's a significant uptick?
You tell me what significant is.
5% increase in sales.
Over what they've seen organically over years.
Yeah.
Year over year.
Well, though, Nate, 5% in women's sales or 5% in overall sales?
I'll do women's.
I mean, you have to understand, you're taking the greatest selling sports franchise and
I'm not going to give you 5% in women's.
I'll do 25.
5% in women's is one girl.
I'll do 25.
5 of them, or fucking 100 of them. 25% increase in overall
women's sales.
Whoa, 25% in women's.
Actually, no, I lie. I'll do 150%.
No, because that's still 6 girls that buy it now. I'll do a total percent of 5. 5% over their organic growth for FIFA.
That's I was giving you 150.
Of women's, not total.
Oh, well then that'll probably still equal. I'll give you 5%.
So regardless of women's sales, regardless of what we're talking about, Rob, you just believe that this FIFA game will sell no more than any of the other FIFA games.
No, that's exactly what he believes. No, it just nothing matters. Nobody wanted this.
No, I'm saying that whatever it's slated to sell as, year over year, they grow 20%. They sell 20% more games. They would have to sell 25% more this next year because of the
I will totally take that bet. I'll do $1,000, and we have a video.
Hey, if you're smart, you're going to put money on that bet. If you're smart, you are going to put money on that bet.
I'll do 1,000. That's, listen, it's half the population.
They've been signing.
Half
they've
of
been
the population is women playing FIFA.
They've been doing petitions for this for years, Nate. They've been pleading with EA to do this for years.
Up the ante. I am so in on this bet.
That's what I know. I'm trying to get you to up the ante. This is a retarded bet.
I'm paying a guy to make this video production better. So when we spend 45 minutes trying to get into the chat, at least the intro's nice. The moral of the story, Rob, you're wrong. I'm right. We're going to get more than 5% overall growth.
Women are not going to buy it.
What? Women aren't going to buy FIFA. Yeah, you're right. It's just the greatest selling.
They weren't going to buy it. They're not going to buy it now because it has women.
It's 0% of women voted before we gave them the vote. So naturally, they're not going to vote once they can vote.
That has not. It's not even close to a comparison.
Rob, your bet has nothing to do with women's sales, though.
Yes, it does.
Your bet has to do with overall sales. So as long as EA does their job.
Because of the women.
Yeah, but how are you going to prove it's because of the women?
There's breakdowns of that.
Yeah, I'd say Dion said he has a way to break it down. So
there's going to be so many studies on this. The number's going to be so high because this is super uncharacteristic. None of the major sports titles outside of golf, which did it sort of as a joke, and tennis, which women's tennis is actually just as big as men's tennis. None of the major sports have done this. There's no softball. There's no Canadian women's football league. There's no women's NHL. Well, actually there is in the last one, but only 2 or 3 teams. It was really weird.
You sure they haven't had a WNBA game?
No.
No, you're not sure? No, they haven't.
No, they haven't.
They have not.
So if you look at it, this is an unprecedented event. I'll take a 5% jump over expected organic sales for something that's monumental from a major gaming franchise. Take that to the bank. The interns are getting paid. Love it. Next subject. Bruce, how's World of Warcraft going?
You're on mute. You are on mute.
I love dicks. That's what we're going to paste over.
I was going to say, if you actually want to keep moving your mouth, we'll fill in the blanks.
The problem is we got an intern doing this. One of us is going to have
Google
to say.
Hangouts I could work that and do.
All right. Final subject. And this doesn't necessarily need to be on this, but we might as well. We're going to do a big release party in Portland. Actually do invite like 20 people to play the game competitively, like get Allagash to sponsor it, do something like really huge up in Portland around a release. So my original thought was Battlefront with Star Wars, because it tends to attract like a more like devout crowd.
When do you do it for Black Ops 3, so we're actually good at it?
Halo 5.
No. I'm gonna vote no to Black Ops already.
Why?
Because I'd rather it be a good game like either Halo or Star Wars.
Well, yeah, but Star Wars, we're all going to suck at it. Or maybe not.
Halo sounds good to me.
Well,
I think with Star Wars, where it's kind of like a rebirth, it's going to be new, not new for everybody, but I mean on a next gen console, it's going to be new for everybody, and I think it's just going to be a big deal. And again, avid Halo fan, don't get me wrong, but we played it on the 360. I mean, making the jump to the Xbox One is awesome.
You have to remember, we need like 150 people to show up to this shit.
Yeah.
Halo. It's good. It's got to be. Look, if you don't want dudes showing up with like weird T-shirts, then don't do Battlefront. Like do
Well, I don't
Halo.
care.
Keep
I
it.
don't-
Battle.
I'd rather-
What's wrong with weird T-shirts?
Yeah. What?
Can I not be a
You
mute?
know what I mean. No.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Go
we're
back on
gonna
mute, Bruce. Go back on mute.
keep in mind that Battlefront is as much of a Battlefield game as a Star Wars game. Just keep that in mind.
Like
Yes.
Battlefield, like the Battlefield's.
Battlefield's
it Battlefield game.
pretty bad.
No, but we could get 20 people, get a bunch of Xboxes, and we could do like 20 versus 20. Like, it's massive.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
so you're saying local play. You're not talking like streaming.
It's both. Like, I mean, it depends. Like, I have to like plan all
You
this
could
shit.
stream. You
We
could
need,
stream
like,
local, I
find a
guess. But
Find like beer sponsors. I'm gonna have to like do a lot of shit to get this together. But it's more like, what game do we think can we attract the most people around like a gaming launch event?
Halo.
A small city.
if you went to 20 random people on the streets of Portland and said, "Are you more excited for Halo 5 or Battlefront?" What are they going to say? Like just random people. I'm not even talking video game people. Random
Probably
people.
Halo 5.
Random people
Alright.
Halo, you would get more.
Random people.
There's more
Random
name
people. Halo.
recognition.
But we've already had we've already had a couple of people from just Nate's like general vague post on our website. We've already had a couple of people message us about Star Wars.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but you're gonna have more devoted fans for Star Wars.
Join us for Battlefront shenanigans.
And
Yeah.
people
So,
message
so there's
me
a
and
difference
Nate
though.
separately.
Bring your flashlights.
I think people who aren't as gamer would be more likely to show up for like a
what-
Halo
yes.
or a
Alright.
Battlefront
mainstream.
than Star
It's
Wars.
mainstream
It's much
douches,
more
which is what we want.
People
So,
will
are
be more
you-
likely to show up and watch it.
So you're saying if I go up to somebody and say, "Do you want to see the new Star Wars game with 40 people, or do you want to see the new Halo game with 10?" Like,
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean like people
are you
playing
saying
it?
Star Wars doesn't
Yes,
have a
yes.
game to it?
He's talking
Because-
about people playing it. He's talking about
Yeah,
people playing.
I'm
But
talking
this
about
isn't-
filling
Yeah,
whatever
it's all
venue we're
about
at.
playing.
Like that's what this is all about. It's filling the venue.
Yeah,
And
we're
more
gonna
people
have like
Halo.
20 people playing. They're like, we'll have like beer and like a bunch of shit going on outside of just gaming, but there'll be like 20 people like playing. People can watch and like spectate.
Do like a round robin tournament
You
with
know-
the new Halo 5, and then have people do all this entry and you win a bunch of shit versus doing like a 40-person Battlefront. Just do a round robin tournament of Halo 5. Have the winner get I don't know $1,000 or whatever. I don't know.
The
And
other-
you could get some serious teams. Get
Well,
teams.
the other
That's
thing
how you
you can
get
do is if you have that many boxes, right? You can have, 7 of them playing one game and just have 1 or 2 like off to the side, kind of trying the other stuff. So you can have the other stuff available,
Yeah, but if we do Halo
but
Battlefront,
not mainstream.
I don't think I'd want to splinter it like that. Like if we're gonna pick something, we should pick it and make it the thing. Like obviously there's gonna be the other shit going on.
when is Halo 5?
Let's get the exact dates here. Let's get the exact date.
Because we can actually use Gamer Duel as the catalyst, and I could use VC money to front the party.
October 27th.
Eek. I guess. To me, that makes. I like that.
When?
It's
When is
December.
this? Sorry, I missed that. I wasn't paying.
October 27th for Halo, and then Battlefront's November 17th.
We could always do both if one goes really well.
Oh, well, hey, I mean that's coming up. Like September is going to be here before you guys know it. So
We're in July, so I mean, that's why I think like.
You're right. You're right. September
Yes.
is going to come up before we know it, and then we have to wait another month.
Like September does happen every year.
It
Dude,
does.
you have no idea. July
saying-
20th is right around the corner.
Yeah, Dion, you can't throw this together by September. As much as I want you to, you
Absolutely.
can't.
September.
No.
I'm not doing it all. I have to run. I'm running fucking 2 companies.
I understand that, but I'm saying, dude, we can't even get on a fucking Hangouts chat in an hour and a half. How the fuck are you gonna throw an event in 2 months?
July, August, September. We have 3 months and a half.
Rob, I just want to touch your beard. Seriously.
Dude, that's nice. Why do you think I keep touching it?
All right, Bruce. You think you could get a team of 4 together to play Halo? Nod.
Muted. I love
my
it.
name is Bruce. Sir.
Or
I've got a wooden spoon.
I think you just said, "Look at my horse."
I'm going to take it as a yes. Mike, you could get 3 other people to play Halo, right?
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be too competitive, but I could get 3 other people to play.
Mike, you're on the team. You're going to lose.
That's not true. The last one I was good at.
No, you weren't.
Oh God.
Yes, it was.
No.
I'm gonna come up with a great team name. We have to come up with each other's team names. Mike's gonna be something to do with the floor.
Yeah. So this is what we'll do. We're gonna go with Halo, but we'll plan in the back end sort of like possibly doing 2 in a row. So if we don't completely flop, then we can use the same people and the same logistics, turn it around, do it again in November. Which is what I'd like to do, is do events in different cities around like each stuff. Even if they suck, like what we learned and like where I used to work is that the first couple will completely suck, but you just keep a cadence going. It's like let's just do 2 major releases that are coming out, and we'll get better at it.
How much money are you gonna throw at this?
I mean, I don't think we'll have to throw that much because I'll be able to get sponsors, but
I was gonna say, yeah, like sponsors, and there's a ton of obviously microbreweries around here. They're probably willing to just set up camp there for free.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, give out free beer. So
we'll get like a distillery, a brewery. We'll get like a venue.
Well, dude, how would you feel about like, what if you timed it? Well, I guess if you wanted to do it that day, it'd be kind of tough because Baxter Brewing's open up a brand new brewery in SoPo in like the next couple of months. I don't know when it is, but they're
yeah,
big.
I mean, I'll figure all that shit out. But
Yeah.
let's leave it at that. Like we'll try to I'm gonna put like an invite list together. We're actually gonna do it. Depending on how successful it is, we'll figure it out when we get there. But whatever. So we'll start with Halo. Plan on trying to do major releases like every other month. But we'll start there. Cool. Tradition at the end of this shit, since we're gonna have to edit some of this out because like Mike was disconnected and shit. Game we're gonna play this week, or anything else interesting? Kind of grab bag.
I pre-ordered Fallout 4 today.
Does it come out this week?
No, but I'm just saying.
You're going to the
I'm
grab
excited
bag.
about it.
You're going
Hey,
to.
I'll give him that. That's relevant news. That's
I
kind of cool.
have to have grab bag because Mike. Last week I was like, "What are you gonna play?" He's like, "Hello." Like,
Mike, did you get the special
I'm definitely playing Halo 5
Yeah.
this week. That's the one.
So, Rob, actually, they offer a downloadable version of Fallout 3 when it becomes backwards compatible.
See, the weird thing
When
about
does
that,
that
Mike, is I already have Fallout 3 and I've already played it. So
Yeah, but you have it on the 360. You could play it on the one.
or I could play the new
Before
Fallout. I could play that one
when the new
too.
Fallout comes out.
Yeah, I could do that. I could play the new one. Are you gonna play the new one, or are you just
Yeah.
pre-ordering for the old one?
No,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
I'm saying
show of
you can
hands,
get
show
the
of
old one
hands.
and play beforehand.
Show
But-
of hands. How many of us have pre-ordered Fallout 4 already?
Oh.
Okay. All right. So show of hands. How many of us were able to pre-order the Pip-Boy edition? Heyo.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say, Mike. That's the only reason to fucking pre-order is if you got the Pip-Boy.
No. Why did
That's
you
right.
get it?
What?
Me? Yeah, dude. I get to
No,
replace.
Rob.
I get to replace that Pip-Boy with the real thing
Right.
when it comes out.
Rob,
What, Mike?
did you
What?
get the Pip-Boy edition?
I didn't pre-order.
You just raised your hand as if you did.
He said everybody raised their hand. I raised my hand, and we said pre-order
No,
before I put it
he
down.
said who pre-ordered
coordinated.
Fallout 4?
Okay. Okay.
No,
you guys
he said-
are arguing over what I said. Why don't we just ask me?
All right, Zach.
Zach,
how did
what'd you say?
How did you start your sentence?
I forgot.
You started your sentence as raise your hand if.
No, I know. I said raise your hand if you
And I went like
pre-ordered
this.
Fallout 4, and we
And then I put it down.
just raised our hands. And then I said, raise your hand if you pre-ordered Fallout 4 Pip-Boy Edition, and I, being the only cool one in the room, raised my hand like
Right.
that.
Mike,
So,
I think
Rob, you
I-
raised your hand saying
What,
you
you said
pre-ordered
Pip-Boy?
Fallout 4.
The Pip-Boy?
Mike's internet's so far behind. I don't
Yeah, I
think
was going to say.
he's. I think
Hey,
his
Mike.
mind, he's probably legit right.
Welcome to the chat, Mike.
Did you not hear what he said? His
Mike
first
said-
question was,
Mike answered
raise
questions
your
last
hand if you
Hey, Mike, you're
pre-ordered
you're
Fallout
sitting pretty
4.
far away from the camera this time.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be playing Fallout 4 this week.
Hey, Mike, did you get the Pip-Boy edition?
Dude, I did.
Zach, wait, you raised your hand. What does that mean?
That I'm going to be at the Halo 5 launch party.
Oh, sweet. All right.
All right, fuck you, people.
Hold on. You don't have like a send-off thing yet?
What do you mean send-off thing? You guys are fucking rambling about whose hands are up and down. I can't get a word in edgewise.
Go ahead.
I was trying to send us off, but it was like you get devil horns. It's like Mike's freezing. Cool, Rob. Thanks for joining. Obviously, never again.
Yeah.
And we'll send out a post the next couple days about the launch party / Halo release party, and get everyone's feedback. And we'll put this out. I guess it'll be a week from today, and then we'll see you next week.
Fair enough.
Bye.
Sounds good.
And Bruce is muted. See ya.
See you, Bruce.